in any university or college. Now, if you want to do research, then this unit is extremely important because this is going to be the base of your PhD. So in all the pre-PhD workshops, whatever the guides are going to talk about is actually a part of this unit too. And if in case you don't want to do PhD, you want to become an assistant professor, for you too, this is very important because it is only through research that you can know about the latest development in your subject. So make sure you don't take this unit as something that you just need to do in order to pass this exam. This is going to be really interesting series of videos that we are going to cover. Last month we covered teaching aptitude in detail, and in this month I'm going to take you through research methodology in a series of videos. So let's get started. Let us begin by looking at the word research. What do you mean by research? If you break this word research into two parts, you will find that there are two words, re and search. Re means again, and search means looking for new information. When you're searching, when you're examining something very closely. So when you combine these words again, you will find that research means to study something in detail, or when you're trying to search some new information. Now, in any guidebook that you pick up for research aptitude, you will find some really complex definitions on research. I would request you not to focus so much on these definitions because questions are not asked from definitions. They are just going to test how well you know what research is. For example, I've displayed a question on screen which shows your understanding of research if you can answer it correctly. So if you look at the four options, you will find that option number C is incorrect. Why? Because research should never be molded according to popular belief. If the popular belief says that women are mad and you are doing a research on how intelligent women are, and you just tamper your findings in order to substantiate what the popular belief says, and you also conclude after your research that women are mad, then in that case you're not doing research, you're just trying to manipulate information. So these are kinds of questions that you are going to find in the exam paper. So never mug up the definition, just understand what research means. Aptitude I've already explained in detail when I was talking about teaching aptitude in the previous videos. Aptitude basically means your knowledge. Okay, so research means when you're trying to look for new information, and when you have substantial knowledge about how research is conducted, that means you have a research aptitude. Now that we have understood what is research, let us now look at some important types of research. So in this particular section, I'm going to look at four major types of research. There are a variety of other research methods also, like applied research, historic research, but that is going to become really lengthy. I'm going to take up four research types so that you can understand how you would be looking at all these research types and how you have to study. So the first one is quantitative research. Now quantitative research in itself says that it focuses on quantity, how many. So if I'm doing a research on a group of students, for example, let's take 100 students. Now if I'm doing a research to find out how many students out of these 100 are overweight. So the number, suppose the number comes to be 25 students are overweight. So this is my research finding. 25 is the number of students who are overweight, and this is what I conclude after my research, that out of 100 students, 25 students were overweight, and we can generalize it by saying that 1/4 of the students living or studying in India are overweight based on the sample size that we have taken as 100. If you're not aware of what sample size is, don't worry. In the subsequent videos, I'm going to explain each and every term, and if in case you don't understand anything that I'm explaining, put that in the comment section below so that I know how to go to that topic again and re-explain it from a different perspective. So quantitative research focuses on quantity, or how many. So the research is done in order to find out the numbers. On the other hand, we have qualitative research. Qualitative research focuses on quality and tries to answer why something is happening. So quantitative research tells us numbers, how many. Qualitative research, on the other hand, says why this number was there. For example, taking the previous example of 100 students. So all these 100 students were examined, were researched, and out of that we concluded that 25 of them are overweight. Now, in case I do a qualitative research, I am going to look at these 25 students and see why are they overweight. Is it because of some genetic factor? Is it because of some disease like thyroid or sugar or diabetes? Is it because of unhealthy eating habits, or is it because of lack of exercise? Now, when I try to answer why 25 students are overweight, that is known as qualitative research. So I hope I made it very clear, quantitative and qualitative. Another kind of research is deductive research. Now, if you have heard of the great philosopher Aristotle, I am pretty sure you must have heard about how Socrates, Aristotle's, you can say, mentor or teacher, was trying to give answers to certain uncommon phenomena in the world. So he used deductive method. So deductive method basically says that you have a generalization, and then you look at these generalization and try to come to a specific conclusion. We all know that all the planets rotate around the sun. So we know that, right? So all planets rotate around the sun. If I give you this statement and I tell you that a new planet was added in solar system with the name Virgo. Now Virgo is the new planet, and you need to tell me something about Virgo. You need to research on Virgo. So on the basis of the fact that you already know that all the planets rotate around the sun, you would conclude that Virgo is a planet, and therefore Virgo also rotates or revolves around this sun. So this particular kind of research is known as deductive research, where you have a generalization and then you try to come to a specific conclusion. On the other hand, we have inductive research that was commonly used by Sherlock Holmes, a very, very important fictional character devised by Sir Arthur Conan Doyle. So if you have not watched the Sherlock Holmes series on Netflix, guys, I'm telling you, put the copies, your books, your net syllabus aside and just watch any one episode of Sherlock Holmes. You'll be surprised to know what phenomenal character he was. Okay, so basically in inductive research we use Sherlock Holmes methodology. So what Sherlock Holmes did was that he used to specifically observe a person and then try to come to a conclusion, and on the basis of that conclusion he used to go to a generalization. So it is reverse of deductive reasoning or deductive research. In deductive research we take a generalized statement and we come to a specific statement. In inductive we take a specific scenario and we come to a generalized statement. I'll give you a very simple example from that particular TV series. So what happens is that Sherlock Holmes meets his very best friend John Watson for the first time in one of the episodes, and when he meets Dr. Watson, he just observes Watson and he says that you are from Afghanistan and you are an army doctor. And John Watson is surprised that, I just came to you. I did not speak anything about my life. I'm not carrying any luggage. How did you come to a conclusion that I'm from Afghanistan and I'm also an army doctor? So it was based on few things that he observed on the coat, on the hands of Dr. Watson, that Sherlock Holmes said that he is from Afghanistan and he is an army doctor. So this kind of research is known as inductive research. There are a lot of other things that are important for you to cover in the Unit 2 research methodology, and I'm going to talk about them one by one in the upcoming video lectures. There I'm going to talk about characteristics of good research, steps in a research process, then variables, types of variables, hypothesis, sampling, and a lot of other things. So it has been a really fun journey to start research methodology, and we are going to look at it completely from different angles in the upcoming videos. So stay tuned to my channel. If you've not subscribed, then I'm pretty sure that you would know what to do right now. You have to click on the subscribe button and also click on the bell icon. So I'm going to meet you very soon in the next video lecture. Till the time I meet next, happy learning, keep loving literature, and stay tuned to arpitakarwa.com.